Um, Welcome to our second session for today. Is about the pain body, um, and we basically starting a new series about how to get freedom from pain body. Specifically, how to get freedom from pains and the burden we are carrying, and we how we can live consciously, happily, for without any suffering. That we are starting a series from the book. Mostly content I took from A New Earth, Create a Better Life by Eckhart Tolle. Eckhart Tolle is wonderful, one of the legend uh, who has transformed the life of million people. Uh, and I'm your host, Maratib Ali Shad. Um, I run online lifelong study circle every Sunday for 1 hour almost. Uh, so without any delay, let's start our pain body uh, and the text as well. Um, Before going to pain body, this session will last for next 20 minutes and we will have a question answer. I can see some people join on Zoom as well. You can unmute your mic and can introduce if you want to wish. Uh, Otherwise, and if you have any question, you can unmute the mic and you can interrupt me uh, and you can continue comment on what we are talking, what we are speaking, what we are learning, see, or watching as well. No problem. It's a very open class, so don't be formal. Just feel relaxed and just we all can focus on learning. So first, we before we start to read our text, I want to remind what does it mean by pain body for new people who does not have a idea about pain body should know that what does it mean by pain body. And pain body is a recently term introduced by Eckhart Tolle, um, and that is frequently now spoken and a communicated word and concept. And that's why we importance of this topic is in all spiritual circle, in even in the religious circle, the pain body idea and concept is so much eloquently communicating. So that's why I thought that we should read and know about the pain body and what does it mean by and how we can get freedom from that pain body. So anybody can tell me what do you mean by pain body, and then we can go further. Anybody can just a few lines or few words about pain body.
I think it's something that we've been exposed to over the years, and some of us carry that through.
Hmm. Okay.
Something
Yeah.
emotionally that we haven't dealt with, and then it's causing like a physical pain. Is that where you're going with that?
Excellent. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Very well said, Cynthia and Jenny. Um, yeah. And it is more than the pain body is a idea. Is not an idea actually. Idea could be a fictitious. Pain body is a reality, and it has been informed by many spiritual and many intellectual authors and gurus of personal development from belongs to or religion or without any religion as well. The pain body is a reality of those unresolved energy, negative energies, which stored in our physical body, which stored in our mind in form of bad memories, which which remained unresolved when it first time it happened on a personal level, and that pain body will carry on in my next life, in with my next moment, with me to the next of my week, next month, next year. So it will carry on, like Cynthia just mentioned as well. So this pain body exists in a, and exist may or may not be reflect on my physical pain, physical body, and uh, it controls me. It controls my all emotions. It it acts like a evil, or what we call it is a negative soul within myself, which controls my whole life. My emotions make me reactive, like Stephen Covey said. We often become reactive and all the time become reactive. So that reactiveness is the reflection of my pain body on my personal level. But not only the personal level, the alarming thing is it is prevailed all across my society, or in my country, in my city, in my home, in my neighborhood. So that transfer negative vibrations from one home to other home, one city to other city, one part of the world to other part of the world, because we all are collectively made this planet as a inhabitant of this planet Earth. That's why this pain body becomes or shape as a collective pain body. So that's the main concept which is attached with the pain body. And we have to freedom, we have to get freedom from that pain body. Otherwise, I cannot get rid of my physical illnesses fully. I will not get rid of my mental illnesses or my psychological state. Because of that pain body, I become chaotic. I become psychological patient. I may need to see psychiatrist. I tend I feel that I'm a abnormal, and it it spread all across all dimensions of your life. I can't say you. If you have missed my last couple of weeks, months, uh, pain body, understanding the pain body series, you can visit my YouTube channel. There is a playlist I created for you, managing and understanding the pain body. There are 10 episodes, so there are different topics related with pain body. But now this series, we are specifically not going to understand pain body, but specifically how to get rid of this pain body, how to avoid and dissolve this pain body from my life so that I can feel immense happiness. I can feel unlimited love. I can I can experience no suffering in my life, no pain in my life, either physical pain or mental pain or emotional pain. So that is the good news, even a great news for people who are looking for pain-free or suffering-free life. So that's how this topic is has a significance. So let's start our reading from today. It has a few paragraphs. Before reading, I will tell you what we are going to cover, which if you see on a screen, we will learn about when we meet someone first time, what chemistry happened between two people, um, that we are going to learn. And it has a link with our pain body. We will also learn, if you see on the screen, that why two drivers always tend to hit each other, and they crash their cars in form of traffic accident, and why this happened, and it has a link with the pain body as well. When the solicitor or the lawyer of the defense of the victim person who is representing or or in the proceeding in the court, and is trying to show to the judge that, oh my lord, my um, my person or who I'm supporting, he or she is innocent. He didn't mean to do this crime, blah blah. That is the pain body is within that incident. Or even when anybody does any big crime, and we tend to blame that person often or every time, of course, and that person itself, himself, herself feel guilty. Do we need to blame other? Did they do the crime really? Why, even we are innocent, or we, let's say if I did not mean to do this, but even I did this, still I need to be punished? Still judge will punish me? Still my relationship guardian will punish me? Even I don't mean to say that, but I say that. You know what I'm talking about? All is related with uh, pain body. So that's we are going to learn today. So let's going start our reading, and I would ask my colleague Jenny if she can start this discussion and this mindful reading.
The beginning of freedom from the pain body lies first of all in the realization that you have a pain body. Then, more importantly, in your ability to stay present enough, alert enough to notice the pain body in yourself as a heavy influx of negative emotion when it becomes active. When it is recognized, it can no longer pretend to be you and live and renew itself through you. It is your conscious presence that breaks the identification with the pain body. When you don't identify with it, the pain body can no longer control your thinking and so cannot renew itself anymore by feeding on your thoughts.
Thank you. It's a great reading, Jenny. So the pain body, how we can start to get rid of my pain body? First, we need to understand realization. That there is a pain body. There is a pain body. That realization will take me to my current state where I am in my life. And we call it joy of present or present moment, where I'm standing. Live or feel your life consciously, not in future, not in past, just present. And as soon you will be in a present, then the pain body, effect of pain body will not able to hit you the way it was hitting before your this realization. Is exactly like how we can avoid the fear. Let's say you have a fear of spider, but how you will get rid of this fear when you will have a spider in your hand, isn't it? If you are going to have a spider in your hand and you're realizing that you have a spider in your palm, and you are consciously, presently realizing it. So this is the end of that fear. Is that simple. So the pain body, and to get rid of the pain body or to aware about the pain body, we have to have a realization by going into our present moment. There is a big book has been written on this very topic, the power of now, the Eckhart Tolle itself, that how we can stay present in a moment of now, and that present moment will create your new life. So if you are keen to know specifically, so I would recommend read that book. And that conscious present will help us to get rid of pain body. Let's go into our next key paragraph. Um, we have some new audience as well. So I would ask Cynthia if you can read it. And after that, I think I would request Rack or you can introduce yourself. And if you are able to read the next paragraph, then you can be, please. So Cynthia, you can read this, please.
The pain body in most cases not dissolve immediately, but once you have severed the link between it and your thinking, the pain body begins to lose energy. Your thinking ceases to be clouded by emotion. Your recent perceptions are no longer distorted by the past. The energy that was trapped in the pain body then changes its vibra- vibrational frequencies and is transmuted into presence. In this way, the pain body becomes fuel for consciousness. This is why many of the wisest, most enlightened men and women on our planet once had a heavy pain body.
Thank you. It's a great reading, Cynthia. So if you see that how it's a very nutshell, in a very nutshell, our author Eckhart Tolle is saying that the present, if we keep in a presence alive, and if we are able to seize our emotions, uh, which because always remember the pain body hits on your emotional triggers. If we are able to seize our emotions, and these emotions may linked in your past bad experiences, then that pain body will trigger as well and will create a lot of problem for you. But if you are staying in a present moment, in our uh, current what is called now moment, and you have an ability to realize your pain body, then you will see that your emotions, which were connected with your past bad experiences in form of pain and suffering or emotional trauma, they're no longer with you now. And that transmutation of present will now help you to create and see a new life through your consciousness. And now you are long, no longer part of pain body. You are no longer part of your past. If you are ditched by your husband, if you are ditched uh, by your wife or your friend, if you are fired by your boss, if you are leg pulled by your colleague, if you are ruined by your parents for some reason, if you have ruined or you have a guilty to ruin someone's life, whatever the circumstances or event you had, that all will be wiped out totally like it never happened. Therefore, Eckhart Tolle is saying the most successful gurus, spiritual leaders, business leaders, once they used to have very, very heavy pain body. Maybe my audience on Zoom or on Facebook or people who is watching this recording may have a pain body, very, very dense pain body. And this message you can take as a great news for you, that you can, no medical doctor, no psychiatrist, no money, no beautiful person, or any other source of deception can heal your pain body, except you only have a power to choose to realize your pain body, to get rid of and change your life forever. No other person can do. That is the message for you. Now let's go to the first important reflection of this pain body. What happened when you meet someone first time? You never come across that person. For example, uh, I mean, today is a weekend, and many people go to bar to have a just socialize with a friend, have a glass of wine or just a soft drink, and there you come across new people in the town, new faces, new friends, and you start to shake the hand or you did hug. First time when you meet someone, do you feel that your energy, whether that energy was a reflection of pain body, hit the someone's pain body as well without any even saying a single word? And when you start to say, oh, hello, hi, and start to introduce, then you may be trigger that pain body, or your words will hide that triggerness of the pain body hiddenly, which you are feeling. And the same thing, other person may be feeling that. How this is important, that if you are consciously aware about your pain body, and then you unconsciously will understand the field of energy of pain body in other person, and you can unconsciously feel how the other person's positive or negative vibration is reflecting on the movement. It's very complex, but it is understandably. When you are living in present and consciously in a present moment, that that will happen. Otherwise, what will happen? You know that you meet someone and you didn't like, for maybe from form of beauty, form of physical appearance that person is, and you will judge immediately, or that person sounds not good, or sound dangerous, or sounds not my type of person. You will start to judge, and that old decision you are doing unconsciously under the control of your pain body, and you will not realize. You will lose many great people by this, because of this unawareness, because of this unconsciousness. And same other person, maybe you are a great person, but other person is unconsciously meeting you first time, and the other person misjudge your personality and lost you. So therefore, the chemistry of people and meeting and winning the heart on the first sight, first meeting is very tricky. And if it happens organically, naturally, that is, it is one of the greatest thing. Then we see, oh, it's a love of the first sight. Oh, aha, it's a love of the first sight. On a first look, that girl won my heart. That man took my heart, and they are in love now. But that is a other chemistry which I'm talking about. But here I'm talking about this emotional or chemistry between two people when they meet in first time. So let's start to read these, what the Eckhart Tolle is saying. So I would ask if I'm pronouncing, it's a
Right.
rock.
Yeah, hi everyone. Yeah, it's my first time here, so nice to meet you all.
Nice to
Okay,
meet you.
thank you. Regardless of what you say or do or what face you show to the world, your mental, emotional state cannot be concealed. Every human being, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that, emanates an energy field that corresponds to his or her inner state, and most people can sense it, although they may feel someone else's energy emanation only subliminally without being aware of it. This is to say, they don't know that they sense it, yet it determines to a large extent how they feel about and react to that person. Some people are most clearly aware of it when they first meet someone, even before any words are exchanged. A little later, however, words take over the relationship, and with words comes the role that most people play. Attention then moves to the realm of mind, and the ability to sense the other person's energy field becomes greatly diminished. Nevertheless, it is still felt on an unconscious level.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Rack. Nice to meet you. And it's a great reading. Wonderful. If you see that radiation of energy when it spreads from one person to other person, it exactly happens what I'm talking about. That's why we have to be aware about our pain body and its realization, so that we chose the right people, so that we generates the positive vibes with other people, and our pain body in any moment does not control us when we are meeting someone first time. So that's why isa communication is a broke relationship a barrier with many people. Many people are not able to make friends. Many people remain isolate or feeling being rejected because of their too much dense body of pain, in form of pain body they carry with them, and they are not consciously aware. That's why they don't have people. But on the other hand, if you witness, there are so many people who have ability and skill set to make many good friends sincerely. Look at their just life or the attitude, how they feeling about life. They must be feeling very lighter, and they will not carry the burden of their past bad experience and feelings, or burden of unresolved energies. Must be. But if they would be carrying, they must not be making good new friends. So relationship happens and it becomes stronger when you don't have pain body, or at least you have understanding and realization of pain body. Look at this example. How many people they carry the pain body and they are driving? Imagine. And how many we shout on other drivers when they do little or silly mistakes. For example, I'm driving with the standard speed of the road, and but other person ahead of me is slowing down the car and also driving, and I will say, oh, what it's doing, bloody, come on man, take a speed, come on. And I don't have a other lane to to overtake, but this small thing make me hyper, and actually it make me activation of pain body within myself, and now I am ready to fight. Yeah. And now I am going to in a in opportunity that I'm going to horn, pom, pom. And now even that person is still not listening to speed up the car. And now what I will do, I will go closely, and now I will take my hand from out of the window, say, oh, what are you doing? And now that pain body is going to trigger me for unnecessarily to make me violent. And that violence and violent behavior on the road cause too much crash. And when they collide with other cars or there is a collision, and when they come across to say, oh, what happened, how did it happen, when police or cop they come and ask or interview why this happened and how this happened, and that person is saying, what a silly mistake I did. He was just slowing down on the car and riding, and because of this, I became unconscious and just banged the car into another car. And that's happened every time. Many people, while on the road, they are just driving with their pain bodies. And unconsciously, they do accidents, they crash cars, they kill other people. Um, 2 years ago, I witnessed the one person die on the spot in just front of my home. Where I'm living, that road has a 40 miles per hour speed. It's a big speed, but because of this is a dual carriageway. And the walking man was crossing the road, and the other man just crashed that walking man, and he died on the spot. This is my first live, almost live, because when as soon the car did hit that man, it I heard the voice bang, and then I came out from my home and I saw from the window, from I came out from my home, uh, and I went nearby a road, because my house is just on the cross the road, and I saw the man is just lying, and his one of the um, shoulder was dislocated on the other side, and his head, it was a head injury, and he died on the spot. And that man who hit that driver who hit that man, he run away, hit and run. And then obviously he must be driving unconsciously with pain body. There is chances that man who was crossing the road was unconsciously, and he didn't see that it's a 40 miles per speed, 40 miles per hour speed. It's a big speed. He has to be very, very alert and consciously to seeing no car is coming, and then he should cross the road, but he didn't possibly. But I don't know. Nobody knew that what happened. So we carry the pain body all the time, and we don't realize it. That's why we living unconsciously. Our societies, whether I'm living in UK, Britain, or America, or in India, or we all living unconscious life, and just we making so much disaster because of this pain body. Let's read this. Why roads happened under the pain body. So a road accident happened under the pain body. So I would ask my new friend and audience share, I think if I'm pronouncing share, share. Okay, share. Can you hear
Hello
me?
there. Yes, I
Oh,
can.
hello. Oh,
Hello, Maratib.
excellent. Hi, sir. I'm pronouncing your name. Share is right?
Call me Simon, Maratib.
Simon.
Simon,
Excellent,
yeah.
Simon. Thank you, Simon. Nice to meet you. If you can start reading, please.
I'm going to start reading. I must admit my bandwidth is low and it's a bit blurred. I'll see how I get on. When you realise that the pain bodies unconsciously seek more pain, that is to say, that they want something bad to happen, you will understand that many traffic accidents are caused by drivers whose pain bodies are active at the time. When two drivers with active pain bodies arrive at an intersection at the same time, the likelihood of an accident is many times greater than under normal circumstances. Unconsciously, it's too very blurred, Maratib. You might have to read the bit out in red.
Yeah. Unconsciously, they both want the accident to happen.
Right, thank you. The role of pain bodies in traffic accidents is most obvious in the phenomenon called road rage. When drivers become physically violent, often over trivial matters, such as something in front of them driving too slowly. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Simon. It's a great meet you, and also great reading, by the way. So
Thank you very much. Same to you.
you're very welcome. So if you see that what we just learned about the impact of the pain body in our everyday life, especially when we are on the road, is very obvious, as well. That is all research has been done by Eckhart Tolle. So let's talk about the court proceeding. For example, a person has done the crime, but that crime was not intentionally done. Now, in the court, the lawyer who is defending the victim, defending the what is called criminal, is defending the criminal because of his innocency, his unintention on that moment or that time when that crime happened. Now, obviously, many crimes are occurring in our life on a personal level because of our pain body, and we don't realize. Even imagine that if I'm shouting on someone, if I'm calling a bad name or abusing someone, if I'm swearing at someone, and then after when the situation settled, then I said, oh, what the silly, oh my God, did I say to him that thing? Did I say? Did I try to hit? Oh my God, I thought I was not that person. I thought, no way, it was me. When somebody show their video, oh, look what you did. What? It is me? Oh my goodness. I was unconscious. I didn't know what did I have, and blah, blah. You know that unconsciously, because of our pain body, when it was activated, we do a lot of crimes. And especially when the people who love drinking, who love wine, or who love to be known as a drunken, and when they do drink, they also become unconsciously, and their pain body becomes too much dense, and you can't imagine what they can do. They can swear, they can hit, they can be aggressive, they can do anything. So to become unconscious, like in a form of drug or wine, is not have any religious affiliation, that or religion said you don't need to drink or you should not be. No, 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 no. It is beyond religion obligation not to drink, not to live unconsciously, because unconsciously your pain body does activate and you don't know what is going to happen and what you can do, whether you are even a safe person. But that's happening. So in the court, it does happen as well. So I would ask Jenny if you can read this paragraph, please.
Many acts of violence are committed by normal people who temporarily turn into maniacs. All over the world, at court proceedings, you hear the defense lawyers say, "This is totally out of character," and the accused, "I don't know what came over me." To my knowledge so far, no defense lawyer has said to the judge, although the day may not be far off, "This is a case of diminished responsibility. My client's pain body was activated and he did not know what he was doing. In fact, he didn't do it. His pain body did."
Uh, Thank you. It's a great reading. But in our practical life, in our action-oriented life, there is no place of pain body in legislation, in science, because science may not believe on pain body. Our empirical mindset does not allow us to recognize even pain body, because we don't believe in spirituality. We believe what we see only through our five senses. And that is an unfortunate um, misery with our life. Um, but in the court, the defense lawyer, when he will argue to the judge that my person, uh, my victim, or my other person who did the crime, the criminal, did not do this, but under the reflection, under the concentration of the pain body. But the judge, what the judge will say? But judge will say, of course, he has done crime. He has done do this, so he deserves punishment, and punishment by law, whatever it is. And now, what does it mean that if you see on the screen that person, why we do cry after crime? Has anybody I'm sarcastically asking a scientist, why do we do crying uh, after we do something bad? Because mostly crime we do unconsciously, under influence of our pain body. Our conscious mind didn't do this, but we are feeling guilty because of our innocent nature. And we cry a lot. We feel guilty. And that is a humbleness of our soul. But does it mean that if any crime anybody does do, it does mean that that was under pain body influence, and at that time that person was unconscious, and if that person was unconscious, that crime should not be punished or less punished, or blah blah. Does it make any justification? Yes, it makes justification. How? That is the end of our today's session. Last paragraph. When this question was asked by someone, by Eckhart Tolle, sorry, the author of this book, that does this mean that the people are not responsible for what they do when they're possessed by pain body? Okay, I will ask you question. Jenny, Rack, and Simon, anybody can comment. What do you mean, or what do you say? What do you comment on this? If we are possessed by our pain body, do our actions still be responsible?
Well, we're always responsible for our actions. So the answer is yes. So we do have to own our decisions, whether they're conscious or subconscious. But I think that we should have a, from a humanity perspective, and more of an understanding to crimes. If somebody did commit an accidental crime that they did not mean to do, we should take that into consideration and forgive the person. I can't say that if it's violent crime, I think it's more of a decision. You do have to take consequences for for what you do. We all have to. It's sad, it's bad, but there is a consequence. So we do have to, that's part of making mistakes, is, accepting consequences and learning from that and moving forward.
Yeah. Thank you. It's a great comment. Simon is saying, yes, he's agree with Jenny. And Rak, she commented that we remain responsible as the pain body is a part of us. Okay. Yeah, that sounds logical as well. Okay. But let's have a look. What is the answer of author of this book? What is the answer of of this man, Eckhart Tolle, who is an authority in today's world, who has written The New Earth. So let's read a quick answer, and then we will close our today's class. He said, my answer is how they can be responsible. How can you be responsible when you are unconscious, when you don't know what you are doing? However, in a greater scheme of things, human beings are meant to evolve into conscious beings. And those who don't will suffer the consequences of their unconsciousness. They are out of alignment with evolutionary impulse of the universe. And even that is only relatively true. From a higher perspective, it is not possible to be out of alignment with the evolution of the universe. And even human unconsciousness and the suffering it generates is a part of that evolution. When you can't stand the endless cycle of suffering anymore, you begin to awaken. So the pain body too has its necessary place in larger picture. I think that is a wonderful answer, and I agree. I agree with Jenny and Rack and Simon as well. Of course, because of we have developed this civilization in our planet Earth. Um, of course, we will punish, of course, that. But to understand what the level of that crime, we should not blame the criminal all the time. We should have a space enough that we are giving a punishment, but we will also realize it is the outcome of unconsciousness. And you know that if in a court, if you prove as a solicitor, as a lawyer, that your what is called the criminal who is being proven as a criminal is or was unconscious on that time, then you will then there will be a big concession by judge. You know that. But of course, every crime cannot be released. So like Simon is commenting, he says, our present penal system makes the criminal pain body only bigger. Yeah, of course, because...
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
That was Alexa spoken. I think the Alexa spoken unconsciously as well. Okay, yeah. So Jenny is saying yes. Of course, our justice system is not good, and yes, Simon. Yeah, Jenny said we should invest in the people in system while they are there. Of course, our system is not accurate or not 100%. We are trying our best. And that's why this book or this teaching or concept of pain body and its real consequences in our present life will also transform our justice system as well. And then we will see criminals not as a criminal, but also the victim of unconsciousness, and then we will more understand we must awaken as well. So that is the thing which we need to learn as well, I think. So that's it. We will continue to learn this pain body and how to get freedom of this pain body in a next class. Specifically, our topic is a present, how to live in a present moment. You can join my YouTube channel. You can meet me on social media as well. And every Sunday we do these online lifelong study classes we do online lifelong study circle every Sunday for 1 hour. Um, and we will continue. Thank you so much for your participation, your valuable feedback, and we'll see you next Sunday, same time. Thank you so much.
Cheers. Thanks, Mara. See you next week, hopefully.
Oh, we can't
Thank you.
wait. I'm so glad you came.
Yeah, brilliant stuff.
Bye, Maratib. Have a wonderful week. Oh, since it's just the two of us right now. Do you want to stop recording?
Yeah.
I was going to